anybody home. Reinforcements already on their way, but Nia locked out of sight.
But look at the minimap. That bomb is not on the A side at all. This is a complete fake. They have an amazing execute upon that A site. They managed to take a couple kills home. And, I mean, yes, there's a player advantage for Guild, but now a lot of time and space to work with for Astralis.
Bamboozled again. We've seen it so much, but Anya, with that angle, absolutely beautiful. Unfortunately, not able to confirm the KiTKaT, a player that you specifically highlighted, doing so much. And Aurora, very far removed from the situation. A Molotov to try delay, that is all. We'll have to do the rest from afar. Oh, has a second Molotov, actually. Just going to try to burn down that timer. Is it going to work, though? They're just sticking it. Did it land?
I mean, the Molotovs didn't land, but yeah, exactly. CTs were prepared. They had the smoke in their own hands, could extinguish that fire. And yeah, on the back of that, even with it being a longer defuse, there was just the numbers really into Guild's favor here, especially after Anya falling. A very tough scenario, but it would have to commend Astralis. Like, this was a very calculated setup. They came into that round with a plan. Unfortunately, the numbers not quite favoring them, but the idea was solid.
That was a really, really unique pistol round. And I like it when teams come in with something really solid like that. But unfortunately, it's a sort of a one and done trick, isn't it? Once you do that once, it's not really going to work a second time. But it has yielded them a nice little buy, even without the round win. That bomb plant doing so much for the economy, and Aurora are going to be the first one to make contact. I say that, not able to get a point of damage off, but they do spot each other.
You'll throw in a very deep smoke here towards that B bomb site, so meaning you lock out Astralis for the time being, slow things down within the round. And maybe if I want to go for a cheeky push. Oh, Astralis is really, well, not giving them much at all. Just now flushing into middle. Slowly trying to take map control, but at the same time, Guild very aggressive here. Taking down one player. And they have to sort of regroup now, even need to be careful. Because they're on the hunt. Ismo does manage to escape. Aurora at the same time finds a response.
I feel like they may have made a mistake by going so aggressive here, because look at how split up they are as well. They've drawn them so far away from these bomb sites, at least the B bomb site, and they've just been allowed to take full mid-control Astralis. But plenty of time to regroup as they head towards A. And Anna, so much to do here. Spots the utility, going to hold down the trigger for the first. Taken down, however. Good for only one. Near on that boosted up position. Just going to peek the head around the corner. Cheeky little pick. Goes for a second. A lot of damage. Not able to confirm the kill, but D7. And there's only 4 seconds left. And that bomb will not go down. D7 not letting it get planted. Going to get the kill as well. Time not on their side. And of course, guns and bullets neither as well.
Guild were just so aggressive within that round, continuously trying to take map control away of Astralis, and here and there were a couple of answers, but it definitely, in that round, felt like Guild had the upper hand throughout. So with that, back-to-back rounds, money is still not the greatest. There was a good chunk of damage dealt. So with that, SMGs for the majority. But on the flip side, it's just Astralis with pistols.
Is indeed. Of course, when you force into that second round, if you do lose, regardless of the side you're on, it is a little bit miserable for the money. But looks, oh, spotted, not quite killed, is dinked, however. And Nia spots them as they're entering mid, only good for one. D7 gonna have to pick up the pieces here as they come flooding towards them, but look at that, the teamwork between D7 and pullox. They're just gonna eliminate Astralis from this round.
Running out of bullets, no problem whatsoever. And Guild make it a third. So now confidence certainly is starting to get going here for Guild. And Astralis now with a very important round for them. It is 4 AKs in their hands. So firepower definitely in Astralis' favour. Especially when you're up against a FAMAS, a Galil, SMGs.
The way they've been playing though, those SMGs getting up close and personal, it has made it quite difficult. These AKs may not even help. Yeah. Kept away from the angle that would have been so perfect for that weapon. Forced back. Look at this aggression.
That flash was very good on Josephine. Josephine has to fall back and not quite ready in position in time. Pullox able to get 2 for 1 there. So, massive opening once again for Guild. Now, it forces Astralis to group up here.
I know it's early days. I know it's early days, but can I change my prediction?
Guild do look insanely strong here.
It is only 4th round in all fairness, but look at this. They clear. Ooh, does manage to get the headshot. The double take actually coming on through. And Anna once again left to do so much, but taken down immediately as fire rains down and Pullox locked out of sight.
And the CTs are closed. Pullox heavily tagged. She's the one with the kid as well. And Astralis very well positioned. 2 towards Donut, 1 tucked into the site. And they're playing off of one another. Only problem being they wanted to grab information and that cost 2 lives. Anya, that's a great nade upon D7, but still no kill taken. That's the first, but they're sticking it, and that's the defuse. That's round number 4. Stolen away from Astralis. You hate to see it. This looked to be going their way. The post plant looks solid. But Guild, they're just ramping right up.
I thought it was over because there was no utility to clear out Donut or lock them out from stopping that defuse. And then just the kills coming through. Maybe a little bit of a misplay from Astralis allowing them to get those kills. Of course, they had no idea necessarily how much utility was left. But if they had, you know, might have been a little different. But yeah, snatched away, as you said. Look at that, the aggression from KiTKaT. Good for only 1, an eye for an eye there. And on the CT side, that's not always favorable. But Nia getting the pick onto Anya is going to swing it in their favor very early on. We've been seeing a lot of aggression in the first 15, 20 seconds of the round, and it's usually been in Guild's favor here.
Guild just does a really good job of denying any space for Astralis to take and like breathing room. So Astralis constantly feel like, you know, they're forced to maybe go out and execute their plan faster because Guild is just very proactive in these rounds. That Astralis has no choice but to, you know, at least create some sort of response.
I don't know what to suggest here, because we've seen them play very passively, and Guild just goes even more aggressive, and it's been working for them. But I don't know if they've necessarily got the firepower to meet it head on, because we'd have to see them go even more aggressive to sort of loop back around, but don't know, maybe they know something that we don't. I like this little A-rush. Ooh, one's already slipped through the net.
Just trying to go for a bomb plant here. Looks to be denied. Close, but not quite. A lot of damage dealt, but Guild make it clean. All 5 of them remain alive. So this is very nice. You know, not only do they have back-to-back rounds to make sure this is clean, and their economy is in a pretty nifty spot. They don't have to worry at all. And on the flip side, yeah, Astralis calling a tactical timeout. There's a lot of pressure riding on this round because Guild's already secured 6. That's pretty much, you know, your ideal minimum halftime scoreline. And it's looking to maybe even get become an even bigger gap.
The orbs are out for both sides now, and I really need to see this orb having impact for Astralis, because they've not really had a chance to use it. Of course, their economy, even with the max loss bonus, has been not amazing, and they've not... A couple of rounds have been close in their defense, but I really need to see this AWP doing something magical, I think, because Anna's had the AWP and is looking really good with it. Hasn't even necessarily been called upon to do much. Of course, the team and the rifles just picking everything up. D7 on 10-2 already. But yeah, this is a big round. They need this for the momentum switch. They need this to stop the snowball getting any further, because as you said, already even at the half, at a very worst case scenario.
Now look at this, the AWP is being used just to hold off A. They're just expecting pushes at this point. And this time around, it's coming here for KiTKaT. So, well, opening secured once again. And immediately, Guild not going to continue to go aggressive, but just prevent space from being taken, slow things down again.
It's an interesting one. Guilds, they're playing a lot more passively. I say that as KiTKaT is they're in space. They were playing more passively. And now look at this. They've put all of their chips into mid here. And unfortunately, good for one KiTKaT. Not going to find any more. But they know that there's two there now. So much information.
Good hold by Nia. Makes the numbers even more dire here for Astralis. Have no choice but to just go out. But oh, that's just very awkward. I think Aurora flashed herself there just in panic. And yeah, that just leaves Marie. Now the smoke at least has faded. But it's a 1 versus 4, 30 seconds. This is maybe just hoping to die, so at least got some loss bonus in your bank, but hope to at least just take a player down in the process.
Trying to draw them into her. And unfortunately, there's a lot of utility for them to clear this out and try take this round cleanly as well. Actually, gonna be good for one. Top fragger for Astralis right now. Smoke coming out. You said to die before time. Don't know whether she will. And now if she dies after time. Oh, was that?
That was
I think that was
very
after.
cheeky. Yeah, no, but it was the good player that died. Marie survived.
Oh, yeah.
It was a bit of a cheeky run around the smoke there. But at least she does manage to stay alive. That's at least 1 AK in the pocket. But this is, yeah, that was a bit awkward. And yeah, in these late stages in the round, there's just panic on the side of Astralis. So eager to try and still make something out of it. But in that moment, it's just Astralis not playing their cleanest.
Look at the economy as well, because even if Astralis do manage to secure a round, they're not going to be handed an eco anytime soon. They have the money to go for a couple, so they really need to piece together 2 or 3 before they're just gifted a round. And this gets worse and worse with every round that Guild secure. Of course, some rounds being a little bit messier than others, but the way they're playing right now, Guild storming this first map. And it's Astralis' map pick.
So far, so good. I was a bit worried with Red Room being left open. Now, that is a moment for Marie to find perhaps a bit of a gap in timing. But Anna's doing a really good job. And D7 continues to put pressure from that B side as well. So, looks like Astralis is about to walk right into another trap. It's Anya that falls. The numbers big or largely favoring here on the side of Guild. And they know exactly where Ismo is. So she's kind of stuck. She just has to get a kill in order for her to continue on freely and to help out the rest of the team. So you can see how the other 2 players on the Astralis have just retreated.
They have D7. That was absolutely clinical kill there. Pushing over towards this A site again. They've not had much luck. They've had a couple of bomb plants. And actually, looks like Guild have rotated somebody back away from this A site. They don't have much information on what these last players are. I say that just as they pounce, but unfortunately, not able to find anything. Nia and Anna kill a piece there and secures them an 8th. Now, even if Astralis get the last 4 rounds in a row, which I'll be honest with you, Vilas, I'm a little bit doubtful of. This is not a good half. Even for a CT side ancient, this is looking good.
And I was really thinking, like, okay, maybe Marie can find a gap in timing, punish them by leaving for leaving Red Room open. But it was very well calculated. Guild do that with purpose. So they continue to put pressure upon the side from else. And worked out perfectly. And Astralis was just not expecting players to be doing that at all. So leave them here with very much lesser weaponry. Only a scout for Marie this time. And already fallen.
KiTKaT, ooh, getting a little bit bold. We've talked about their aggression. They've already got the opening pick. They don't want to feed anything away to Astralis, especially now that they know that they're just on this little bit of an eco buy here. KiTKaT desperately peeking this angle time and time again with the flash. It's just not able to find anything. Eventually, somebody's going to get a kill here. Aurora's taken a lot of space here, though.
Oh,
Ooh.
D7 has just been so clean thus far. But there is KiTKaT. Mows them all down. 3 kills for her. And sure, it's some eco frags, but really, we love to see it that eventually, you know, all the baiting, it's paying off.
It's one of those that everyone's like, oh, just eco frags. But ecos can be really dangerous in CS2 with just how, you know, Tech 9s, for instance, are unhinged. And it's all about making sure that it's inexpensive. Because, of course, you're expected to win the ecos. But also, if you lose anything more than 2 players, it's... I don't want to call it cringe, but... This is
continue with that aggression. Look at that. Pushing it to mid for information. And even with the pressure being up on the site, first kill does go the way of Guild once more. I'd have to be a bit careful. There's a lot of smokes up, sort of dividing all of that defense. Oh, but D7 is still here. Can find a way around that smoke. Finds 2, but now 2 back. And a bomb being planted, but it's only Marie that is standing.
Kits available on all of these players. They know where she must be now. They're just slowly squeezing the life out of her. Spots 1, gets the first, tries to get more, but... unable to do so. The double peak just a little bit too much to handle, and then the defuse coming in. Oh, came off the defuse a little early there, but plenty of time to fix that. That could have been a little scary though if that had been any closer.
Now maybe looking for the orb, but didn't quite manage to find it. I think it was in towards Temple. Maybe they forgot, but it's fine. There is so much money on the side of Guild.
This was a good sign of life round, however, from Astralis. We talked about whether they either have to play even more passive or they need to raise the aggression. They stormed that site. They got the bomb down. Unfortunately, D7 disrespecting the smoke, and they weren't checking it. They weren't having eyes on that angle either. Just walked through, got 2 kills, and then suddenly the tides entirely changed there.
Yeah. It felt like by the time that D7 was sort of creeping through those smokes, that it was still super hyper-fixated upon Temple, that no one was busy if there was even a player tucked into the site at all. So yeah, just very awkward. Of course, D7 also lucky that the spray connects through the smoke, but you know, the kills are not lying. She's 15 and 5. She's doing an amazing job at such a good read. I know, she's just popping on big time.
We talked about it last week, D7 being one of these players to definitely keep an eye on as well. And how finally in a team and in a role that she can flourish. And it's super exciting to see because she's stepping up in a big way. A little bit quieter last series that we watched, but look at that. Her and KiTKaT keeping it on lockdown. But looks unfortunately gonna fall. KiTKaT ready for some more. Ooh. 3v3. It's not often that we've seen the numbers be even here. And I say that, Nia hears us talking and says, not for long. Burning alive, however. Anya with the equalizing kill. D7 gonna fall. We were just praising her. But now 2v1. Anna on the AWP to try keep this flawless run alive.
This round says a lot of how Guild have been, you know, so free through the entire map thus far. That they, you know, get super greedy. They go for these pushes consistently. You don't have to. You have a player advantage, but they continue to be super exposed over towards Speedway. Of course she is. There's so much money. So much money. They definitely can. And, you know, even if you're not winning the round, you can still do so much economic damage to the side of Astralis, making that last round of the half incredibly tough.
Preemptive reload there. One watching each angle. Managing to find so much space without being spotted, however. Gonna see the gun barrel. Gets the kill through the wall. Turns around. Eyes on and gets the second as well. Plenty of time for the defuse. We said about economic damage. But emotional damage as well as they take that round. Not quite able to re-pick up that AWP. But what on earth. 1v2 done so effortlessly.
Absolutely insane. Astralis, of course, lucky to have. So money is not the biggest issue as before. But this is so rough. Like, I really thought Astralis could finally punish that hyper-aggression we saw out of Guilt. But then we have the individuals continuing to step up. And even with finally securing that player advantage, Astralis still can't get it over the line.
Oh, this one's rough. This one's rough. And look, they walk into pullox as the opening kill as well. And look, Nia gonna be helped out by KiTKaT here. The HE grenade is gonna be really good, but all it's gonna do is force them off the angle. No kills off the back of it.
Guild is just toying with their food. They continue to pull off these pushes into middle. Now they smoked it off, so immediately, you know, it calms things down. But it's conditioning Astralis big time. Like, where will the next push be? When will it happen? How much space do we dare to take across the map? And before they maybe even set foot into middle, for example, it's going to be quite a while. There's a lot of time already passing by.
It is. They look at that. Guild are like, oh, you want this space? Take it. I dare you. See what happens. Beautiful Molotov. pullox is going to be forced off the angle. They're forced into a fight. Unfortunately, not winning that one out. That is the equalizing kill. They close in around them. Nia, so much to do here. Keeps it calm. Gets the first. Has to be careful. Dancing around the pillar for the second. Gonna go for the third. Taken down, however. But suddenly it's just Aurora left alone. Teammates falling around them. Gets the first in mid. But having to look left, right, back, forward. 2v1.
15 seconds, though. And that's really going to be putting this situation into favor of Guild. They make it a clean half, 12-0, as Guild prevails.
You think you're better than me, and I'm so insignificant. You act like the bee's knees, while I'm here to spell it out different. You try to hurt me, deserve me, you burn me so bad. Well, knowledge is a beautiful thing, 'cause I learned to hold my head up high, to stand firm upon my own 2 feet. No, I know I'm not wrong, and I'm strong. I'm the one you need to be. I've got game, no shame, and I've got what it takes to reach the top. And I'm not just a pretty face thing. And I feel a whole heap better off alone. The lights on, the fight's on. I'm like way, way better now. My mind got blown. Had to cut my way through the jungle. Had to fight my way through the fire. Had to crawl right back to the top. But watch me, I can climb higher. Had to cut my way through the jungle. Had to fight my way through the fire. Had to crawl right back to the top. But watch me, I can climb higher. You like to think you own the world. That must be so exhausting. You love yourself so much it hurts. Too bad I don't give a damn. So get back in your box. So get back in your box. A little knowledge is a dangerous thing. You tore the rock from under my feet, and you sent me reeling. I swore I never would let me get beaten down. It smashed this feeling. I'm coming back for you. If you know what's good for you, just run, just run. 'Cause I ain't just a pretty young thing. And I feel a whole
a half we have just witnessed. As you can see, 12-0. A single pistol round stands between Guild and taking their opponent's map pick flawlessly. Astralis, one hell of a comeback gonna have to come out here. But if it was to happen, this is where it starts. Woo, let's get this underway.
This is a must here for Astralis. The only glimmer of hope. This is their mapper, keep that in mind. Guild has just decided to run away with it. Setting up here for what seems to be a B execute. Immediately, smoke start to drop. Looking for a response here perhaps, but not quite. So with that, rest of the utility now deployed. Boost comes up here. Astralis tried to be one step ahead. But he continues to take a couple of heads with her. Making this even. And now bomb planted. Guild. Slight advantage with the smoke still being up. But now they will fade. They will try to ramp into CT. That's a lovely flashbang. But how much more can they get? They just continue to pull up the fight. Marie just standing with 2 HP in a dream. 1 versus 1 right now. Anna dancing right behind the pillar. But a position not yet revealed. Marie's so much for her to still check. And there we have it. Guild make it clean. 13-0 on Astralis map pick.
Whoa, what a crazy end. We talked about maybe this being a little bit of a quicker half, and of course a pistol round standing between them and the 13-0. I'm not sure if that's the first we've seen from this region. I know it's not the first we've seen this